भारती न्यूज़, सीधा, सटीक और निष्पक्ष।
Good evening. I am Neha Daya and you are watching Bharati News. Let us have a glance at the top news for 18th July, Tuesday. Here is the national news first. In a stinging criticism of the opposition's Bengaluru meeting, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said their mantra is of, by and for family. In a jibe at the opposition, Narendra Modi claimed that the country's citizens have already decided to vote for the NDA again in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Mumbai areas have received an orange signal and further heavy rain is predicted. Mumbai saw heavy to very heavy rainfall over the course of the previous 24 hours, which ended at 8:30 am on Tuesday. The city's average rainfall was measured at 88 mm. Meeting her Chinese counterpart, Nirmala Sitharaman highlighted the risks associated with the world's debt. Minister Liu Kun praised India's G20 leadership and said that many accomplishments have been made so far. Now time for some international news. John Kerry, a climate envoy, meets Chinese officials as the United States attempts to mend strained relations. Due to disagreements over technological access, human rights, tariffs, and China's threats to Taiwan, self-government relations between the US and China have reached an all-time low. Malaysia accuses opposition figure Mohammad Sanusi of sedition over remarks against the royalty. Mohammad Sanusi might be sentenced to up to 3 years in prison and a maximum fine of 5,000 ringgit if proven guilty. Poland weather causes plane crashes that results in 5 deaths. The accident, which is the worst skydiving related incident in Poland since 2014, is currently being investigated by authorities. Now heading to the business news. Gautam Adani claimed that Hindenburg Research published a report to short group stocks on the eve of Republic Day this year, just as it was preparing to launch the biggest FPO in Indian history. In its goals, Indigo outlines how it will become a hub carrier, linking Southeast Asia, Central Asia and Africa in the upcoming months to run services to Nairobi, Jakarta, Tbilisi, Baku, Tashkent and Almaty. Microsoft and Infosys worked together to finish the digital program for the Australian bank. The new platform was created using Microsoft SharePoint Online and Infosys Cobalt Cloud services. Now coming on the last section, it's time for sports news. Australia's decision to withdraw as the 2026 host of the Commonwealth Games has left the Games in limbo. State Premier Daniel Andrews stated that the initial estimated $2 billion needed to hold the Games would more likely be about $7 billion, which he called well and truly too much. West Indies named their team for the second test against India and include an uncapped spinner. Sinclair's appointment gives Queen's Park Oval skipper Craig Brathwaite another bowling option and the chance to become his test debut alongside fellow spinner Rakeem Cornwell. Cummins is still very traditional Stokes. The test captain tries to make a play on each ball. At 2-1. Australia leads the series going into the 4th test, which begins on Wednesday on Manchester. That's all for today. For latest updates, subscribe to Bharati News. Thank you for tuning in.